Alright, what is going on, guys? Hades here, and today we have something a little different. We are going to be reacting to the Pro Clubs FIFA 23 trailer. It's just dropped, I think, an hour or two ago. Obviously, obviously I was at work, so I couldn't do it then. Got home, showered, we're ready to go. So very quickly, you're probably wondering why I'm reacting to this, possibly. Basically, if you didn't already know, I'm a massive football fan. I usually stream some Pro Clubs in FIFA when it's not completely dead. So this is quite exciting, and also I'm very nervous at the same time because it's no secret that FIFA has gotten worse over the last few years. I mean, you just have to look at the review scores every single year. Yeah, so a lot of people's hopes, including myself, rely on Pro Clubs succeeding every year because it's no secret as well that I am not a fan of Ultimate Team. I love career mode, that's great, but Pro Clubs is essentially all I buy FIFA for nowadays. I mean, the last FIFA that I actually enjoyed Pro Clubs on, as a whole, in general, as a genuine experience, a brilliant experience, was FIFA 18. Yeah, it's quite a few years ago now. But nevertheless, guys, we're just going to hop straight into this and react. So, let's do this.
We've got the squad together to get into what's new in Pro Clubs in FIFA 23. Over to you.
Oh, no
Thank
look
you, Derek,
shot.
here with
Wonderful.
Tim and Mbuso from the development team, diving into everything that is Pro Clubs in FIFA 23. A ton to get into.
Hit me up, let's do it.
Including a new shared progression system, customization,
Shared progression.
drop in new perks, new skill games. Here to break it down are the dev.
Just very quickly, I am going to stop it a few times if that's okay with you guys. Seasonal progression, did that say shared progression? Interesting to keep note of.
Themselves. So let's start with you and Mbuso. What are you most excited about in FIFA 23?
So many things, but I think I've got to start with that first thing you mentioned, the shared seasonal progression. We have an opportunity to have both social modes in the same space in the main menu.
So FUT for the longest time and Volta have had a season system that rotates through a 6-week cycle. This will be the first time that Pro Clubs players will be able to take advantage of that. Pro Clubs players will now be earning seasonal progression by playing Pro Clubs matches. They'll be able to head over to Volta where they can claim their rewards, make purchases with the Volta coins that they've earned, and
Oh my god! Right, like in part, it's a great idea in part, but essentially they're now allowing you to use Pro Clubs as a farm for Volta in a way. I mean, that's great if you enjoy Volta. That's great. That's brilliant news if you enjoy Volta. But someone like me who doesn't, it's pointless to me. It's pointless.
and then take their rewards back to Pro Clubs where they can equip them and wear them on the pitch.
Talking about Pro Clubs heading over to the 11v11 match, community talks so much about drop-ins. Is there anything new coming to the drop-ins experience this year?
Yeah, we're looking to freshen up the drop-in experience this year. We want to bring in more kits, more stadiums. We want to be able to rotate through that visual experience. So now there'll be 8 Pro Clubs drop-in specific kits. On top of that, we do want to liven up the experience and create more moments of magic. So for this year, drop-ins will be 4-minute halves. We want to reduce that down so it's a faster experience, make every moment matter. And we also want to move to a golden goal extra time that won't proceed to penalties beyond that. We want to make it a quick experience. You get in, you score a magic goal and golden goal, and then you're back in the ecosystem, readying up to go again.
Very quickly, I like that. I will give it to them there. Brilliant change for drop-ins, because I myself have played drop-ins before, I've streamed it before, and it's a nice way of leveling up your pro when your friends aren't around. And knowing now that those halves used to drag. 4-minute halves, and there's also the chance, because when you end games in drop-ins, it's a draw. And, you know, you don't earn as much end game XP as you would for either technically a loss or a win. So, yeah, knowing that it's always going to go to golden goal, extra time, and you have to win. Someone will win and lose, there's no drawing. I like that.
Community often talks about tracking that progression, perks playing a big role in that. Can you explain anything new coming to perks and the whole progression system?
Perks is good.
So for 23, we have listened to a lot of that community
Clutch
feedback.
finisher.
There'll be a lot more levels, and not only that, the gaps between each level, the XP
Ooh.
required to move from one to another will be shortened, so it'll be more frequent moments of excitement and more rewards. We're also looking to get perks into the hands of our players sooner. While you may only have one perk slot available to you at launch, we want to get you in and able to experiment and find out which one works for you best. Furthermore, into perks, we do have 4 new perks, 2 of which are defensive based. So there's a great new one called Chase Down, which is activated after a change of possession if you're retreating back toward your own goal, as well as an interceptor perk that'll activate whenever you're defending and the ball is in your proximity. You'll be able to make blocks and traps on opposition passes.
It's quite neat, actually.
More easily. We also have a chance creation perk that's like passes. It's a really interesting one. It's the only...
Don't know why I skipped off that. Anything that helps out defensive play is a big bonus for me. I'm actually not entirely disappointed with that because it's no secret now in FIFA that everything is attack focused. And I get it, we love to score goals, you love to see goals, but I'm a bit old-fashioned when it comes to football in that I'd also like to be able to keep clean sheets. Like, you may only win a game 1-0 or 2-0 because it happens in real life, and it's, you know, that's what FIFA's supposed to be, the closest thing to real life, football. So having the ability to not end every game 7-6 or 5-3 is a bonus, right? So if they're giving us the ability to have our defense be better, please as well, if I can see in here somewhere, or just general gameplay for FIFA, not just pro clubs, better goalkeepers, because by fuck in FIFA 22 when it released, the goalkeepers were brilliant, and then for some reason people complained and EA were like, right, let's make them shit again. No, none of that this year. Goalkeepers should be over fucking powered. I don't care. I don't want 5-3 games every fucking game. I want goalkeepers to save everything, and they get beat by like the rare shot, and it's hard to score goals because then at least when you score a goal it feels rewarding. Right, sorry, let's get back into it.
The perk actually takes effect on your teammates. It'll actually influence the ability of your teammates to trap and control your passes. So if you're playing driven passes into the box, that first touch, when you need it to be perfect, to be able to get it out of your feet and shoot, that'll be the perk for you.
That pass was wayward.
Of your team. We also have a poacher perk. This will activate when players move inside the box, and it will boost all of those areas of finishing, volleys, heading, as well as your general finishing and shooting.
Something I think every Pro Clubs player has experienced at one point or another. You load up the game, load up Pro Clubs, you get ready, and none of your team...
Skill games. Skill games from career mode and stuff. Oh, I like this, and it's an additional way to earn XP for your Pro Clubs player. Big fan.
It's a common occurrence that you're into the lobby and you're waiting for that one last 2 or 3 people. And this time, FIFA 23 will give you something to do with your time. So we do want to encourage players to go and play skill games with their virtual pro inside the Pro Club system. Compete against your teammates for top spot on a Pro Club specific leaderboard, so you'll get bragging rights. And on top of that, we want to give you a player growth XP reward that will reset on a weekly cadence. We'll also be adding player growth XP as a reward to Volta matches. So you will be earning a contribution to your Pro Club's avatar's player progression XP as well.
So what would you say the main benefit is here as these two come together for both Pro Clubs and Volta players?
The shared seasonal progression. So now we have it where in Pro Clubs and in Volta, you can play both modes and earn seasonal points. And then that shared progression can carry through into both of those, unlocking gear that you can equip onto your pro.
All right, a lot to take in here, so I guess it's really just time to start planning. And Buso, Tim, thank you for joining us, running through everything. And I guess it's time to get the group chats going, get the team back together.
Get everyone back together, join the club, go be that hero.
Yeah, can't wait. Thank you.
Ready up, Derek. Back to you.
Well, Stuart, I think we need to go and plan our next team celebration.
Well, Derek, I've already got one in mind. That's got me inspired, that's for sure.
Is that seriously it? Is that seriously it? No, I don't want to fucking pre-order your game. Is that really it? Oh, it was going so well for a little bit then. No. maybe they don't just want to share too many details yet, but I mean, it says in the title, deep dive. That ain't very deep. They spoke about like shared progression with Volta and a couple of other things. Where's the details on actually building your club? There was like drop-in information, shared progression, and then skill games, and a couple of other needless things. Like, oh, where's the new shit for pro clubs specifically? Like building your club with your friends. Where's the new options, things that they're adding? Oh my god! All that says to me is that there's not actually a lot of new stuff, if anything. Like, oh, it was going so well for a couple of seconds, and then, oh, I thought, oh, well, they might be getting to something really cool here, and then when he was like, yeah, that's it. Oh, well, anyway, guys, I guess a quick debrief before we finish up here. My final thoughts on this deep dive. Basically, I'm not all that shocked. I'm annoyed, understandably, but I'm not that shocked. I am a little disappointed, mostly because every year, for some reason, we build up a lot of hope when it comes to pro clubs. We think that because it's such a great mode that EA could truly do something spectacular with, that they just go, pro clubs, no, Ultimate Team, there we go. It's like, this brings in the money. And you know what? I get it. It makes money. So you're going to put a lot of focus into that. But how about creating something for pro clubs? Make it something that could stand with Ultimate Team. It could compete in terms of player numbers. And do you know what? I don't even know why I'm saying competing in player numbers, because there's no doubt that a lot less people play Ultimate Team now than they used to. And a lot more people play pro clubs now than used to. It's no secret. I've said that quite a lot this video, but I speak the truth. Like, pro clubs should get a hell of a lot more attention than it does. It's like the ugly red-headed stepchild that just gets shoved Harry Potter-like under the stairs. It's not getting the attention it deserves, and it's a shame. And you also sort of now understand exactly why FIFA didn't want to give the rights to EA anymore, because they have, I mean, there are a lot of reasons, including money, but there's no doubt that EA have been underperforming for years now when creating FIFA. It's no secret. I mean, like I said, the last decent pro clubs game I played, and FIFA in general, was FIFA 18. And, I mean, not a lot of people even enjoyed that. I mean, I did personally, and so did Pug, but, like, it's not good, is it? But anyway, guys, I hope you all did enjoy the video. Make sure you let me know in the comment section below what you think of this information we have been given by EA in terms of, you know, shared seasonal progression. And bro, I can't even act enthusiastic about it. It's, I mean, some things were pretty cool, don't get me wrong. I mean, skill games, that's pretty neat, but it's not the important core gameplay changes that we need for pro clubs. So yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments below what you think, and you know, maybe there'll be some stuff that we haven't seen yet that will come on release. Let me know what you hope for when Pro Clubs comes about. And make sure you drop a like on the video. Let me know if you want me to react to more stuff in the future. Also, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and I will see you all probably on the next stream or video. Hades out.